Hello everyone, my name is Hayden Lewis. Welcome to Shamshir TV. Today I'm going to be doing a series on the jab of our system of the Shamshir, which would be fargh zadan, Shamshir fargh zadan, which is to strike the head with the Shamshir. Now, there's a couple ways to do fargh zadan, so let's go over those first. Now, I don't have a spar right now because I just want you focusing on the movement of fargh zadan. 99% of the time we're going to use spar, and I am going to grab it in a few. So there's 3 ways to do it, and you can warm up this way as well. So what you want to do, you want to stand sideways here, and the first one is you just bring your arm up, you bend at the elbow, you come down. This will feed into another variant. As you're coming down, you use the weight of the Shamshir, see how it's going that way, and then you're swinging it here. And that's using the momentum of swinging it in front of you back into another one. And then that leads into going towards the back like that. Here. That. Here. So to practice these as a warm-up, just for warm-up's sake, is you start normal, swinging from the front, swinging from the back, normal, swinging from the front, swinging from the back. 1, 2, 3. So you can do however many sets you want. I recommend doing at least 10 on each side. And just from the side view, what it looks like is here, the normal, bring it above your head, from the front, from the back. So you're using the weight of the Shamshir and using your wrist to control it, but you're still activating this arm, bending at the elbow. Now, this is the jab of the Shamshir. So you can do quick ones that'll lead into different attacks. You can fake it. You can just flick it out there, flick it, and then thrust with it. So it's a good tool. The fargh zadan. It's a good tool for causing damage, gauging, and setting up and trying to get them to react. And you can stop it halfway and then switch it, boom, into something else. So it's a very versatile strike, and it's something that you should emphasize. Alright, so I'm going to grab my spar here. So we're going to go over the middle guard, the resting middle guard. Because there's a couple different ways you can do middle guard. For practicing sake, you want to get your legs into it. Of course, in a fight, you're not always going to be in this deep of a stance at all times. But for practicing sake and developing your legs, it's best to practice this way in Shamshir. So we're here, deep stance, elbow here, in the body, towards the ribs, elbow on the ribs. I'm bringing my spar to my eye level. The Shamshir hand is on my belt, and I'm closing this triangle here. So it'll look something like this. I'm not this close. I just wanted to emphasize the level it was at. Here, this is the resting middle guard. And you can be more relaxed too, like when you're stalking someone and walking them down. And then you can bring it out, middle guard, resting middle guard, extended middle guard. So from the resting middle guard, it lends well to two ways to do fargh zadan. So we'll do this stationary. Here, I'm going to go for the normal one. I'm raising the Shamshir. As I'm raising the Shamshir, I cover and engage with the sapar, and then I come down with the Shamshir and I cover the hand again with the sapar. One more time. It's coming straight up, engaging with the sapar, coming down, clearing here. Notice the level of the Shamshir. Very controlled. It's not here. So make sure you control it. You're not always swinging all the way down to the ground. Control it. Here, here. Or you don't always have to start with the flat of the shield as well. This is all what we call MET TC in the military, mission dependent. So you can even start here, boom. Okay. Now you can do fargh zadan stationary. You can do it stepping to the left. You can do it stepping to the right. You can do it stepping directly forward. You can do it as you're retreating. So we're going to combine the resting middle guard with the footwork of moving in all directions. So first, the most basic one we just did stationary. The most basic one that requires movement is going straight forward. So what you would do, there's two ways you can go forward. So you engage, you always want to engage with your sapar, either through the flat or the edge, or a mix of the two. So you're engaging, and I'm stepping, but I'm staying in my stance. So I'm going to push with this right leg and step with my lead leg, the left leg. One more time. I'll speed it up just a little bit. From the side. One more time. Always control. When you're coming down, you want to picture it like you're meeting the blade at the top of their shoulders, like you split their head. Not down here. Okay? Keep that in mind when you're controlling it. You have to master control of your tool. Okay, so moving forward while stepping with my rear leg. So as I step forward, I bring both up. You can have edge up or flat up. I'll have flat up here. I step with my right, step with my right, here. Not stepping just directly in front of you. Of course, you're going to swing it faster, but I want you to see what I'm doing. One more time. Now, you're going to react with what's being given to you. So if they're coming up top, that's when a guard like this is coming into play. Boom, boom. So it's catching here, you're making that roof. You catch it, you move it out of the way, boom, you're striking. All right, so That's two ways to move forward. You always want to get your hips into your swings. Remember that anytime you want to put power into it, you want to get your hips into it. Boom, okay? You turn your foot. Look at my foot, right? Right? Try to keep your sapar ahead of you. It's only natural to want to pull it back sometimes. You can pull it back. It just depends on the situation, and everything's situation dependent. Remember that. All right, so now we're going to do stepping to the left, stepping to the right, or vice versa if you're holding it left-handed, which you need to do both sides in our system. So, next thing, we will do stepping to the left. So before the strike, stepping to the left, you can directly step left, or you could step forward and left at a 45. And you're always pushing with the rear leg when you're going forward. Diagonal, directly to the left. So there's two ways to go left, and then of course you can step back to the left, back into the left as well, and we'll go over that in a second. So stepping to the left, directly to the left, will look like this. So depending on if they're coming up top, same thing. Here, stepping, and that's stepping directly to my left. Here, deepen my stance a little bit. Boom. Now, depending on how it feels, you can bring it straight up like a normal one. You can do that motion, or if there's clearance, but there's not clearance right here if my arm's there, right? But if there's clearance, you can bring it up to the front. The least common one, in my experience, is swinging it from the front, but you still need to practice it. You need to be able to swing it from anywhere. So it doesn't really matter, like if I'm stepping to the left, I could just bring it straight up, or I'm stepping to the left, and I'm whipping it behind my back first. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're hitting your opponent, I say practice both. It's best to practice both. Alright, now, stepping to the left and forward. So I'm going to be stepping left diagonally going forward. So it can look, you can do different guards doing this. You can here, alright? You can still make your roof here. You can make your bow guard here. You know, come here. So there's lots of ways you can do it. The main way that I'm getting at is the footwork in combination, focusing on fargh zadan. And so I'm stepping this way at a 45. I'm pushing with my right leg still, because I'm guiding my left leg to go that direction. Boom, boom. So that's stepping forward and left. So stepping left diagonally, and then we just went over stepping directly left. Now we're going to do it to the right. So stepping directly right, same thing. Boom, boom. And that's me whipping it behind my back. If you watch that one more time, I'll swing it from the back. So, boom, boom. Now just raising it. I'll just raise it above my head. Next one. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So that's stepping directly right. Now, I'm going to step forward and right. So we're stepping at 45. So now, my footing's going to change. I'm going to step here, right? But I don't want to leave this leg behind. Most times you want to bring it with you. So here, get my footing, here. Resting middle guard, creating my roof, stepping, this back leg is falling through, boom. Or, because that was 2 times swinging it from the back, or just raising it above my head. So here. One more time. Here. Here. Alright, so now we got left and right down. Now we're going to go over, now we're going to go over retreating. Okay? So, here, stepping back, I'm going to push with my left leg, my lead leg. So I'm pushing into whatever guard I want to go into. Pushing into high guard. Pushing into what I like to call the bow guard. Tight bow guard, resting bow guard, extended bow guard, right here. Stepping into this rear guard. Very risky, that one. Stepping into the guard over the hip. This could be extended or resting. Or stepping into over the shoulder guard. So it doesn't matter which guard, you can do it from all the guards. So, and I'll go into more details with different guards in the next series of videos. So I'm gonna stick to mainly creating the roof for these. So you've probably already seen that, mainly going from starting up here or here, okay? So, stepping back, here, that's one way. One more time, stepping back, and here, from the side, stepping back, and here. So more fluid, I'm gonna go like that. All right, so we're gonna do it where I'm swinging it from behind myself. So here, here. Or instead of going into a guard, you can retreat back and strike just from you retreating. So if you're meeting him with your sapar, so you see it coming, you're meeting it with the sapar, you're pushing back with your lead leg, boom. One more time, boom. From the side, boom. One more time, boom. So when you're retreating and you're trying to swing from behind yourself, getting all that momentum, it is counterintuitive to either make the roof or high guard, because then you have to bring it back and swing it. So if you're trying to generate force like that by swinging it, using your wrist and getting it behind your back, getting your body behind it, it's best to just deflect with the sapar straight into your strike. And that's a timing thing. All right, now we're gonna go over stepping back and then circling to the right or circling to the left. All right, so let's go over the footwork first. We're not going to talk about the sapar or the Shamshir. And I'm still tired from this morning because I had intense training. I can already feel my hand being tired from this morning. All right, so I'm here, and like I said, don't worry about sapar and Shamshir. Just look at my feet. Let's act like I don't even have arms right now. So we're going to circle off to the right. So I'm pushing my left leg, my lead leg, here, and then I take 45 here, and then I'm always facing my opponent. So here, and I'm turning, quarter turn. Not so much a 180 or anything like that, or a 45. I'm here, here. So it'll look something more like in one motion. I'm taking back a back step into that 45 facing him. So So if you combine the motion here, and then I'm attacking, or whatever. So now, from the resting middle guard, I'm here, here. And when you're retreating, if they're attacking you, in most cases it's best to deflect an attacking counter than going into a guard. It's fine if you're backing up because they're walking you down into a guard, but if you're bringing your tools up because they're attacking you, it's best to make a roof and then attack, or you're deflecting and attacking right away. So that's all situation dependent as well. So now back step to the right and strike. So back step to the right, boom. Back step to the right, boom. Both variations of fargh zadan. Back step to the right, here. Back step to the right, here. All right, now gonna go over back stepping to the left. So I'm pushing with the lead leg as always because I'm going back here, and then my right foot circles out, boom. I'm not so much doing a 45-degree turn, I'm doing half that, like 22.5 degrees. Almost 45. So one more time, here, here. But that's breaking it into two movements. So more realistically, I'm gonna push here. This one's gonna feel a little bit harder to do because you have to push, turn, and get that foot there. I'm turning with this lead leg. So sometimes it's harder to turn when your foot is flat, so sometimes you have to raise your heels. Some steps require heel to toe. Like I said, everything is situation dependent. So one more time with just the footwork. I'm pushing, I'm turning this way, right? This way. And getting this right leg behind me. Here. Here. And then you can already see my hip ready to engage. And that's how I'm going to engage with my Shamshir. So, resting middle guard. There, they come forward. They're attacking. Boom. They're attacking. Boom. They're attacking. Boom. They're attacking. Boom. So in most cases, let me set this down. Most cases, your placement, you're going to try to be behind your sipar, engaging with it and using it properly. So most cases, your strikes are going to come from either straight up top or whipping it like that. This one still comes into play, but it's from different situations. Pulling your sipar in tight because it's here, coming in here, things like that. So if I'm coming here, boom. So, and like I said, I'm going to go over this in the next series of videos because I'm doing a whole series on fargh zadan. So this will be a little snippet for what's to come. As I'm here, I'm stepping forward, boom. So things like that. So most of the time though, because of where your sipar is going to be, your attacks are going to come straight from the top or from the side and back like that. So just keep that in mind. Remember, fargh zadan is the most important strike. It's the most versatile strike. It sets up, it gauges, it measures, it makes their nervous system react. So it's very important. I'm going to be showing you fundamentals with this. This is going to be able to carry on to all weapons, whether it's Shamshir or gores, tabar, gadare, game, card, bishgabs. Maybe not so much hanjar because it's reverse grip, but I mean you can still come over the top like that. So a little bit different with Hanjar, of course, but the other ones that have a more traditional grip, this is all going to apply to all weapons. Of course, the balance will be different, sizing will be different, length, your reach, all that. But this is going to be able to transfer to all weapons, and that's why this is the most important fundamentals, is getting these down. Because once you get this down, other weapons are far too easy. Now, none of it's really easy, to be honest, but I'm saying easy compared to each other. Now, I hope this video helps you. Please let us know if you have questions and what you would like to see. I'm going to make more videos for fargh zadan. Stay tuned, and you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you.